Do you know the reason why you are not getting better? I'm going to tell you 3 reasons. One of those is one of the reasons, or maybe you have all 3 of them, why you are not improving. Okay, this is the last video in the mindset series. I just want to have some real talk with everyone because I know it's so important. Now, there are 3 areas that I think hold singers back. Number 1 is you have a mental block. If you have mental blocks, it doesn't matter how great your technique is, how awesome your skill is, how musical you are, it's going to hold you back. If you have doubt, if you're not committing to sing that pitch out, if you're not committing to be heard, it's going to be hard for you to get really good. It's going to be hard for you to actually get into the music. It's going to be hard for you to connect with an audience. So if you have mindset blocks, you need to really work on that. You need to have that confidence the moment you are stepping into the music, like whether it's a stage or a studio, the moment you're beginning to sing, you're beginning the song, you need to just be in the mindset of, I'm enjoying it. I can do it. I know my shortcomings, I know my weaknesses, but I'm doing it and I'm enjoying it. If you constantly think about, well, what is this person thinking? How am I looking? What is my hand doing? Oh, that high pitch and I crack and all the things that I talked about in my lesson and I think I'm just not great enough. Oh, and that sounded horrible. When you're so inside of your head and all those mind blocks, they're going to hold you back so much. So I very much suggest that you look into some of my other videos. I'm going to try to find some links and put them below. Really working through those mind blocks to where you do gain the confidence to actually commit to singing out what you want to sing out. You know that. Probably at home in your closet when you know no one's listening, you can do all kinds of things that as soon as you're in front of people, you can't do those things anymore just because you don't have the confidence. As soon as someone watches you, it's like, oh, I'm freezing up. Oh, my arms. Why am I looking so weird? Now, when no one's watching you and you know no one's watching you, you're so free. So do you have that freedom or are you so blocked? Work on it. The second thing that I see a lot of singers hold back, it's like those who have a great mindset and all that, is technical blocks. So you can have the greatest mindset and you can be as confident as possible and you can also be a very musical person, but if you don't have the technical skills, like if you just don't know how to transition from chest voice to head voice, if you just don't know how to lighten up, if you just don't know how to work with your vocal cord closure, how to sing with agility and how to sing those riffs and runs accurately, how to really have that accurate onset, how to end a pitch and decrescendo, how to maybe start with a vocal fry, or how to sing that arpeggio really accurately and fast enough. If you don't have those technical skills, it's going to totally hold you back because you might know how you want to sing those songs and you have it all in your head, but you just can't execute. It's like someone knowing dance steps, but if you can't really actually move your body to do it, you're not going to be a dancer, right? So the technical blocks need to be addressed. The third thing that holds a lot of singers back from being totally amazing is the musical blocks. Just because your instrument is built into your body, it consists of your body, that doesn't mean you don't also have to become a musician. Singers are also musicians, right? When you sing, you make music. So that does not exclude you from developing your musical skill. You have to know what dynamics are. You have to know how to phrase musically. You have to know when to sing the accented note, that the one is the most accented. You have to know when to be lighter, when to be heavier, and how to sing phrases and melismas, and how to weight it, and when to be heavier and when to be lighter. Hearing that in jazz, sometimes you have a different voice color than in musical theater. So that does not just have to do with your technical skill, but really knowing, how do I make music? Making music is so much more than just singing pitches in sequence. You could have the best mindset and be so confident, and you could have all that skill, like you know how to sing in chest voice, you know how to transition, you know how to sing lightly and heavily and agile, be agile, sing all the riffs and runs. But if you don't do it in a musical way with expressiveness that actually transports something, then it's not gonna really help you be amazing. And that is one major area, like I see that so much. A lot of singers that I teach who have actually taken lessons before for years, a lot of times they tell me, Freya, the concepts that you have been talking to me about, that what you've been teaching, no one ever told me those things. Like my guitar teacher told me something about phrasing, and I thought that is something that is just happening when I play the guitar. But now when I'm singing and you're telling me to actually gravitate toward that part of the word, toward the one of the next measure, now it makes sense. And now singing is much easier. And why is it that so many people think, when you're playing an instrument, you have to become a musician, but when you're a singer, you don't have to become a musician. You don't have to know anything about music. Well, it's just because there are a lot of singers out there who don't know how to read music, which is totally okay. There are pianists who don't know how to read music. They just know how to play the piano. There are guitarists who don't know how to read music. But still, even if they don't know how to read music, they make the music. It doesn't have to be written on a sheet of music, like if you're doing a forte, if you're doing a decrescendo, if you're doing a ritornando, if you're doing a diminuendo, if you're doing a accelerando. It doesn't have to be written in. It's just music does something. Music is not a static thing. Music is alive, and in order for you to express something, you have to learn how to do that in the music. So those are the areas. Let me know in the comments. Where do you think you have some deficits? Where is it that you need to catch up a little bit or really work more? The fact is that in order to be amazing as a singer, you really have to address all of them. This whole package is gonna make you amazing and just not like someone else. Unique. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I hope to see you soon, and always keep on singing.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.